Howdy friends, welcome to the Fast Jam. Welcome back if you're coming on back from the slow and mid-tempo jams tonight. We've been having fun with this All Request Monday. Everybody sent in their requests the last few days and I strung them together, and it's been fun exploring some songs that I either haven't played or haven't played in a long time. So I'm going to double check on the live stream and we'll get started. And where we're going to start is Brown's Ferry Blues. Just a great song, and I'm kind of picking up the Doc Watson version here, as I would tend to default to if Doc ever did anything. I usually almost always drift over to his version at some point. So we're going to drift on down to Brown's Ferry, and it goes in G. 1 and 1, 1 and 1, 4 and 4, 4, 4. Lord, Lord, got them Brown's Ferry 5. Da 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 da. 4 and 4, 4 and 4. Lord, Lord, got them Brown's Ferry Blues. So those verses are a little bit crooked like that, but each one of them is the same. On the pick-in, you play it straight. So the pick-in is da 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 da. Okay, and this is a song that I've actually never done before. So, and the printer isn't working tonight, so I'm going to be craning my neck over here just a little bit to read these verses that that are on the Word document that I copy pasted over from Bluegrass Lyrics. Okay, and we'll find a good tempo and we will get started. And my kickoff is sort of like the Doc version, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that, chugging on along. And he plays it fast on that version from Doc and Merle Watson live. I don't think it's actually live. I think they dubbed in the crowd. Anyway, they go really rocking fast on it. We're gonna kind of ease on in, and let's see. Yeah, this is faster than anything we did in the mid-tempo, but still moderate for this number. So here we go. You're gonna kick us off on Brown's Ferry Blues in the key of G. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hard luck pop coming down the lane, mama giving back his walking cane. Lord, Lord, got them Brown's Ferry Blues. Throwed it away, went to town, saw that woman and now he's down. Lord, Lord, got them Brown's Ferry Blues. Hard luck pop, getting too tight. If you don't quit drinking, it'll be high as a kite. Lord, Lord, got them Brown's Ferry Blues. He's drinking that block and tackle kind. Can't walk a block and tackle a line. Lord, Lord, got them Brown's Ferry Blues. I got it. I walked up to my girl's old man, asked him for my true love's hand. Lord, Lord, got them Brown's Ferry Blues. He said, you are a little blue. I asked blue. Instead of her hand, I got his foot. Lord, Lord, got them Brown's Ferry Blues. Hard luck pop, standing in the rain. If the world was corn, he couldn't buy grain. Lord, Lord, got them Brown's Ferry Blues. He runs around in second-hand clothes. He can smell his feet wherever he goes. Lord, Lord, got them Brown's Ferry Blues. Play it. Revenue man took my gin, I hope they don't come back again. Lord, Lord, I got my Browns Ferry blues. Took my sweet with him too, because she'd had a little drink or two. Lord, Lord, got them Browns Ferry blues, me and you. Hard luck pop coming down the lane, Mama giving back his walking cane. Lord, Lord, got them Browns Ferry blues. Throwed it away, went to town, saw that woman and now he's down. Lord, Lord, got them Browns Ferry blues. Cool. Well, thank you for sending that request, whoever sent that one in. Awesome. Just one of those tunes I'd always heard and from the Doc Watson record and loved it, and just never played it. I thought, well, no one's going to play it as well as that. And that is true. That is that's the definitive version of that song, but so fun to play. So thanks for sending that in. Next on the list we have Blackberry Blossom, always fun in the fast jam. So let's stay at the same tempo we're at and give it a go, okay? I'm assuming if you're here, you know Blackberry Blossom. And it would be tricky to teach it to you on the spot anyway. But let's just play it. So let's go 4 times through. Me, you, me, you, me, you, me, you. 4 times all the way through. Give us a good chance to run this tune, which we've been working on in the weeks last several months on Mondays. Right about there, okay? Blackberry Blossom in G. I'll kick it off. always a challenging tune, especially when you got what I call club hands. I got club hands tonight because I was moving for several days before this. I didn't play any guitar, just lifting heavy boxes around. So we're shaking off the rust. At least I am, for sure. And that tune is a good reality check. It's like, okay, you're trying to get your little precise fingerings back. Okay, moving right along. Another request. These are all requests tonight. Thank you for sending them in. Truck Drivin Man. Hey, why not? It's a country song. It's Buck Owens. And it is also, could be a good bluegrass song. It's called Hamburger Dance. So to make it a little more of a bluegrass song, let's speed it up a little bit. Pour me another cup of coffee. For it is. And, Buck and Don and all them, they do it in A. We're going to be in G. On another cup of coffee. For it is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. That would be an example of a kickoff. Straight ahead, 1415, Truck Drivin Man. Why don't you go ahead and kick us off in the key of G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I stopped at a roadhouse in Texas. There was a little place called Hamburger Dance. I heard that old jukebox playing a song about a truck driving man. Pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. The waitress just brought me some coffee. I thanked her but called her again. I said, that song sure does fit me, 'cause I'm a truck driving man. Pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. Hey. Well, I climbed back aboard my old semi, and then like a flash I was gone. I got them old truck wheels a-rolling. I'm on my way to San Antone. Pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. I got it. the truck driving man. Okay. That's a great bluegrass song. Hey, why not? The trouble is that you can't really sneak in those Don Rich. I was trying to get some of those Don Rich licks in there, and they're tricky at that tempo. You can just forget about that and turn it into a bluegrass song. I love it. Thanks for requesting Truck Driving Man. Stack them eights, good neighbor. Over and out. Westbound to Shaky Town. At the back door. Raking the leaves. Shaking the trees. Looking for those smokies. I love the truck driving songs. Okay, Gold Rush in the key of A. Another request. All requests. I'm on a capo 2. It's fun on guitar in open A. I couldn't imagine it would be any fun on banjo in open A. Everyone else plays it out of open A, of course, the fiddles and the mandolins. I'll bet you the dobro's probably mostly capo. I'm going to be capo 2, the Gold Rush. I can't believe I didn't write that. It's actually called The Gold Rush, but I wrote it as Gold Rush. That's cheating in Bill Monroe. Bluegrass thoroughness. So Gold Rush in A, and a good tempo is going to be... Gold Rush doesn't need to be super fast. Let's back it down a little bit. Okay, and let's just play Gold Rush. So let's go 4 times, all right? Me, you, me, you, me, you, me, you, as we typically do in the Fast Jam. I'll kick us off, and here we go, the Gold Rush. don't play Gold Rush as often as I used to. It used to be kind of a standard number. How's everyone doing out there? Hi, Kelly Scott Roberts. Thank you for picking along. Hi, James Taylor. Someone called Girl from the North Country. Cool. Well, yep, somebody did. Hi, Clark. All right, I love the Doc and Merle stories. Lightfoot did write Early Morning Rain. That's what I thought. Ahai Ansei Yonezawa from Japan, picking along. David's always excited to play the fast ones. I know you are. Okay, so thanks y'all for tuning in. And I'm looking back at the set list, and we've got The Girl from the North Country. Here we go. I originally listed it in A, and then I thought, oh no, that's not going to work. I realized it's lower. We're down in F. And this is kind of like the Country Gentleman, Tony Rice version, okay? Definitely not the Dylan or the Dylan and Johnny Cash version. Though that would be fun. Maybe we'll work that into the slow jam sometime. This goes, and a 1 in the key of F. And a 1 and 1, 4 and 1. 1 and 1 and 4 and 1. And 1 and 1 and 4 and 1. And 1 and 1 and 4 and 1. So it's really all about the phrasing. You know, it's just a 1 and 4 chord the whole time. And it's kind of tricky to maintain that on the breaks and the kickoff. But it's always the same, even when the singing isn't happening. So let me see if I can sort of get a decent kickoff here for you. 2, 3. I don't know the Tony kickoff, like, you know, exactly, but there's a good improvisation of it. So here we go. In the North Country Fair. Let's keep it up, all right? Give it a shot. Give it a good old college try. Here, fast tempo version of Girl from the North Country in F. Kick us off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. If you're traveling in the North Country Fair, where the wind blows cold on the borderline, remember me to the one who lives there, for she once was a true love of mine. If you're traveling when the snowflakes storm, where the rivers freeze and summer ends, please see she's wearing her coat so warm to keep her from the howling wind. Play. Please see from me that her hair's hanging long, how it rolls and falls all down her breast. See from me that her hair's hanging long, for that's the way I remember her best. Here's a chorus. fair, where the wind blows cold on the borderline. They say for me who lives there, for she once was a true love of mine. I got it. I wonder if she remembers me at all. How many times I've often prayed in the darkness of my night and in the brightness of my day. Let's do another chorus. If you're traveling in the North Country Fair, where the wind blows cold, remember me to the one who lives there, for she once was a true love of mine. Play. If you're traveling in the North Country Fair, where the wind blows cold on the borderline, remember me to the one who lives there, for she once was a true love of mine. Fun. Thank you for requesting that song. It's fun to play at that tempo as well. As long as you get the words right. So here we go, moving right along. We got Salt Creek. This was a request, and I love Salt Creek, so I figured we'd do a nice fast tempo version. Salt Creek or Salt River in A. Now, this is a really fun tune to play twin parts on, of course. And of course, Doc and Merle Watson would lay down the law with their arrangement. Some twin fiddles would sound good on this one. So of course, feel free to twin me on the part. I'm going to play. We'll go 4 times through, and I'll play the straight melody, or the straight sort of Doc Watson version of it, each time. The first and last times through, I'll just play the head, so to speak, right? The normal melody, so you can twin and play the harmony part if you'd like. Okay, good old Salt Creek in A. Let's see what's a decent tempo here. Like I said, I got club hands, so I might not be pushing the tempo is quite as hard as I do in the normal weeks, but let's see. We can go faster than that, can't we? Okay, this is a new tempo, all right? So let's just kind of like, I'm going to strum for a minute or so and just pick, strum, whatever. Just to get acclimated to this tempo, right? Okay, now we're a little bit more warmed up to this tempo. So I'll kick us off on Salt Creek in A. And like I said, I'll play the straight melody the first time and the fourth time, so you can play the harmony. All right. Okay, well that's a cooking version of that tune, but that sure is fun to play at that tempo. All right, wonderful. Well, we got some folks picking along over on the Facebook. How about on the YouTube? Let's check in on our YouTube scene here. Looks like there's some folks watching and some folks picking along. Demetrius and Catherine Barcelis. Demetrius and Catherine Barcelis. Cool. Thank you for checking it out. All right. You have lovely names. Okay, so here we are on More Pretty Girls Than One. Colin Burns from the UK, I remember, requested this in D. So it'll be More Pretty Girls Than One. More pretty girls than one. I'm gonna sip of water, and then we will play that one. You're gonna kick us off. Make sure you sing the harmony real loud. Oh, pretty girls and one. We got to back this down a little bit, right? So now that we've been at that tempo, when we back it down to an in-between tempo, it's going to feel really comfortable. Where it would not have felt quite so comfortable just ramping straight up to that. See what I mean? This is my kind of skip ahead and then come back to the middle philosophy. Oh, pretty girls and one. Okay, and we're at the fast jam, so I'll back it down a tiny bit more, but not much. Let's keep this up. And here we go. More pretty girls than one. Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There's more pretty girls than one. More pretty girls than one. Any old town that I ramble all around, there's more pretty girls than one. Well, my mother talked to me last night. She gave to me some good advice. Said, son, you better quit your rambling all around and find yourself a sweet, loving wife. There's more pretty girls than one. More pretty girls than one. Any old town that I ramble all around, and there's more pretty girls than one. Play. Look down that long, lonesome road. Hang down your head and cry. I'm thinking about those pretty little girls and hoping that I'll never die. 'Cause there's more pretty girls than one. More pretty girls than one. Any old town that I ramble all around, and there's more pretty girls than one. Me than you. Play. Fun. Thanks, Colin, for requesting that. I haven't done that song in ages. I'm sure he's talking about young women in the song. More pretty young women than one. It's probably how you'd have to sing that today at a festival, or at least if you were at a college or a high school or a... Anyway, you know what they mean. In the old days, more pretty little girls than one. Lovely young women. Okay, so here we go. We are looking at Wheelhouse. All right, just to see if our fingers are working. And we'll ramp this back up a tad bit. This came in hot as a request, and I figured we must oblige the old Wheelhouse. We'll give it a go. In G, of course. And we'll play it 4 times through, and I'm going to kick it off, and here we go. Gotta get that little whistle thing. And I'll count it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the Wheelhouse Fun. Well, thank you all for sending in a request this week and for picking along. I'm going to try to do all of this month, and we'll take it from there. But anyhow, planning on next Monday, and I'll announce a set list and try to get all the requests that I didn't get to this time. Okay? And let's play the Old Home in G. And we'll crank. We won't crank this up as fast as usual, but we'll crank it up a little bit, and I will sing a verse and chorus just so you hear how it goes, and then we'll play it. So this goes. I left my old home in the mountains, and the only friend I ever had. And tonight, as I travel this world over, my heart is so lonely and sad. I'm going back to the old home, back to the place I love so well, where the sweet water flows and the wildflowers grow, back to the old home on the hill. That's how I would kick it off if I was playing really, really well. Here we go. Kick us off here on the Old Home in the key of G, and we'll close it with this one. Don't, 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 don't. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I left my old home in the mountains, and the only friend I ever had. And tonight, as I travel this world over, my heart is so lonely and sad. I'm going back to the old home, back to the place I love so well, where the sweet water flows and the wildflowers grow, back to the old home on the hill. Know that my dear old mother's waiting alone on the hill, with the silver in her hair and the twinkle in her eye, in the old cabin home on the hill. I'm going back to the old home, back to the place I love so well, where the sweet water flows and the wildflowers grow, back to the old home on the hill. Play it. Years have gone by since I saw her. I've traveled many a mile, and tonight there's a light in the window, and she's waiting at the door with a smile. I'm going back to the old home, back to the place I love so well, where the sweet water flows and the wildflowers grow, back to the old home on the hill. Even you. chorus. I'm going back to the old home, back to the place loved so well, where the sweet water flows and the wildflowers grow. Back to the old home on the hill, where the sweet water flows and the wildflowers grow. Back to the old home on the hill. Woohoo! We did it. All right, feels good. It's the shaking off the rust Monday for me. And hope you all have been picking a lot and practicing and enjoying yourselves and the nicer weather here and staying tough, staying strong, getting through to the end of this pandemic times, hopefully getting down there. Okay, you all take care, and I'll see you next Monday.